We've had a lot of messages of people that are really concerned about what's been happening down in Chalong. If you've got no idea what we're talking about, watch this video. Hi guys, Sean here from 5 Star Marine with Mr. Jay.
Hello, I'm Jay.
You know, we used to do this thing called the Phuket News, where we would update the news of the week.
I don't think we called it the Phuket News because I'm sure we get sued about that.
Yeah, sorry Jason.
The Phuket Tourism News, I think we
Oh
called
yeah,
it.
something like that. Anyway, but we think it's really important that we talk to you today because we do know a story has gone viral. I had a friend in Australia last night tell me that it made the 6 o'clock news.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So your parents in the UK probably watched it on the 4 o'clock news before they go to bed. Hi Mum, love you. That was a joke. You were meant to laugh.
I don't know where we're going with that.
Anyway,
Yes.
What has happened is in Chalong, they
Chalong.
have a public pier.
Which is, Miguel put a map on, which is down south.
Yes, they have a public pier. And on Phuket, we have kind of 2 types of piers. We have public piers and we have private piers. And on public piers, normally there's not enough what we call berthings. So spots for boats.
Boats to park. It's
There
like a
you
car
go.
park for
Yeah.
boats.
So if you come to our pier and you see a drone shot of our pier like Miguel just showed. You said Kyle.
No, you said Kyle.
Okay. Like Miguel just showed, you can see that all of our boats are parked together and they're parked on a berthing. Now these berthings are designed to keep the boat nice and safe and tucked away, and it also allows us access to put water on to our boats. And also in a private pier, they have a specific fueling area where there is a lot of standards needed to do it. And as someone that has built a fueling station for boats before, for
Have
the
you?
Meg 2, yes.
All right.
There is a lot of paperwork to do. There is a lot of safety that has to happen. You know, you have to have a fire warden on site. You need to have a certain age tank. You need to have a certain amount of
I don't think they need to know this.
Anyway,
It's too much.
all of these things are there to keep it safe when you fuel your boat. But when you go to a public pier, fueling generally is done using non-traditional forms of fueling. So they don't have a fuel station where a boat goes and parks. The owner is fueling their own boats using a variety of different methods.
Yes.
And what happens sometimes is that accidents happen. Now, I want to talk to you about this very specific accident because it's still being investigated.
So we don't actually know the cause yet.
But I really want to be very clear that this is not a marine incident. Now, okay, about a year ago or a year and a half ago, Jay and I, we got together and we ran a marine safety conference. And we ran this conference in response to a marine incident.
That's right.
What happened was a boat crashed into an island and some people got hurt.
Died, I believe.
Exactly right. In this particular case, I don't think this is a marine incident. I think what's happened is at night time, it's quite windy.
We should explain really because I don't think you've explained
Yes.
what actually happened. So basically, there's a lot of speedboats that go from Chalong Pier, but they're not actually on the pier. They park them on the beach because, as Sean said, there's no space on the pier whatsoever. And Chalong Pier is quite popular for tourists who get a ferry to PP or go on diving
and
tours,
again,
etc.
it's a public pier.
So
Public piers will allow you to park your boat there because it's designed for the public, for the locals, to help them out.
That's right. So there's loads of speedboats that park on the beach, and it's a great way for them, when they have their guests that come, they can just walk from the beach and they directly get onto the boat.
Correct.
But they're parked very, very closely together. And unfortunately, late...
Like this.
Oh, hello. That's very close.
Yes.
Late one night, early morning, there was a fire on one of the boats, and sadly it was quite windy that day, which meant the fire spread like wildfire, to make a pun. And so I think there was about 20 to 22 boats are completely and utterly destroyed. Luckily, nobody was hurt. So there was no one on board, nobody got hurt, but the reason it spread so quick is, as we said, they're parked so close together
And also,
on the beach.
they're all just refueled for the next day. So
Yep.
every boat is full of fuel.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a lot of these boats are not using fiberglass. They're going back to the old-fashioned wooden boats. Now, again, like, there's going to be a complete investigation into this, but I really, to date, I've sat back and watched the news and thought, Jay and I really don't need to say anything about this because it's not really a marine incident. It's not at our pier. It's not involving our company in any way.
It's a terrible accident.
It's a terrible accident, and we know people who own these boats who have lost their livelihood, and you know, a lot of them unfortunately don't have insurance that will cover them to get their boat back. So you know, like, it's a sad situation for the boat owners.
And it doesn't, even if you do have insurance, you can't just go and get a new boat. It has to be built.
Yeah,
Not
exactly right.
These boats aren't just kicking around. You can't just go to the local kind of Ford dealer and say, "Can I have a boat, please?"
And what about the boat owner that was still paying his boat off? You know,
Absolutely.
maybe he just bought it, he's paying it off. He's still going to have to pay it off, but it's not there anymore.
And bear in mind, it's peak season now. We are in the height of peak season, so there are so many tourists here. So all these guys are going to lose so much money because all their bookings have gone now completely.
And that's
Very sad.
And this is why I want to be really clear: is like, Five Star Marine has not responded in a way. We haven't come out with a video before right now because we didn't see it as a marine incident. Look, if there was a boat that crashed in the middle of the sea and someone was hurt, we would come out and talk about it because we think it's really important to talk about marine safety.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons why we suggest to guests to choose Five Star Marine, is because we really do focus on safety. And I would say to you, in this case, this is not a marine incident. This is just an accident that happened on the pier with a high wind. It's a bad situation.
It wasn't even on the pier, it was actually on the beach.
Yes.
Thing.
It's just a bad situation.
Terrible situation.
You know,
and once again, luckily no one got hurt. I think that's the important thing.
And it was the time of day when nobody would get hurt.
No.
And in the event, and you know, this is a guess, and I'm not a consultant around fires, but if this happened in the middle of the day, my guess is nobody would have got hurt anyway as well, because the boat would have been parked there on the beach for the reason being it's either waiting for its guest or it's delivered its guests. It's only there on the beach for that reason.
Yep.
It's not there for any other reason. So I really do think, look, I've had messages about it all day, and some of the messages have been great. You know, like, "Hey Shaun, really worried about you. Was that any of your boats?" Great message. Thanks for worrying about me. We're not in that area. We're in Phuket Boat Lagoon. We pay significantly more than those local boats do to be
Yes,
to be in a pier which has safety standards, which has controlled fueling. And in the event that something like this happened in a pier like ours, you wouldn't see it spread so fast, because there's a whole, they do fire safety response training.
But we also have fire extinguishers and the hoses all dotted around
literally
everywhere.
Just last week they were doing training on a boat lagoon, and so I really do want to say, like, I think, you know, we as a company feel a lot of empathy and sympathy for those who lost their boats, because in this time of year, it's a horrible time of year to lose your boat.
Oh.
In the way that it was lost, you know, like, there was no way that they could have got up to fix it. They're asleep, they wake up, their boat's gone.
And it wasn't their fault.
No,
it really
their
wasn't.
fault. And I think, you know, like, this has gone across international media, but I do think that they're blowing it up by saying, you know, Phuket's not safe because the boats catch fire. Well, you know, this is 3:48 a.m. in the morning that the boat caught fire. The wind blew along and it took out 20 boats because they're parked next
The
to
choice
each
of
other.
the word blowing up probably wasn't appropriate then, was it?
Yeah.
To be fair.
And again,
Good fun,
I would really just like to push back to you and just say, look, you know, there is a lot of fake media, and like, I've put 2 videos out this week about fake media. Fake media talking about like this huge storm that we're meant to be having. You know, I've had guests telling me that for the last 2 days that we're going to be involved in such a huge storm that we're going to have flooding, that the seas are going to flip boats over, and I'm like, well, no, actually, that storm warning is for the Gulf of Thailand. That's not anywhere near us.
No, bloody Gulfs.
You know, and it comes to, like, even down to it, it's like, you know, like, I understand when you are traveling, it's stressful. You know, of course, you're worried about everything. You know, like, with the guy that I ordered be there to pick me up at the airport, you know, is my hotel room going to be the right hotel room? Will I like the place I go? Is my boat operator a good operator? Look, a lot of those decisions, you know, like, an easy tip is, where's the boat departing from? You know, if they're departing from a private pier, it's probably going to be a little bit more safe than a public pier. Because we pay a lot for that safety. You know, as a company, we pay a lot to Phuket Boat Lagoon to ensure that we're safe, both in terms of security, but also in terms of fire response safety and safe fueling and safe rules on the pier itself. You know, so I really do think, you know, at this point in time, that if you've been watching the media and you're scared about going on a boat, I think, like, that's a complete overwhelm. That's like hearing that a plane caught fire on a parked runway and saying, well, now it's not safe to go on a plane. Well, no, it's not true. You know, that's in my plane. It's not a true essence. And I think it's really good. What happens is that a news story like this, the media loves to get clicks.
Oh, don't they just?
And a story like this will get you a lot of clicks. Fire destroys 23 boats in Phuket, Thailand. Not safe to go. Okay, well, yeah, that's going to get a click. That's going to get a view.
Absolutely.
You know, but from our point of view, you know, we sat there, we thought about it, and we thought, actually, we don't want to say anything. We want to talk to the operators that lost the boats and see what we can do to help them, because, you know, these guys are in need right now. Like, this might be their entire family's income gone. You know, what are they going to do for the rest of high season? You know, how do they make money?
And that's more important.
And that's
helping them.
That's the side of the story that should be being told. You know, how do we help these 23 operators? You know, like, not, hey, Phuket's now not safe to go to. Like, I think that's ridiculous. It's a silly thing to be saying, and that news cycle is purely just a trashy news cycle designed to make and create fear. So we've moved inside because it's too hot outside, and Jay's camera overheated.
Love you, iPhones. Thanks very much. Overheating.
Doing a whole YouTube video about
I know, it's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
as I was saying, look, it's a totally trashy news cycle. What we should really be focusing on is those people that lost their boats, lost their incomes, lost their livelihoods. How are they going to survive? Let's not focus on this you know, concept that it's now not safe to go in the sea because a boat parked on land caught on fire. That makes complete no sense.
Nonsense.
It's absolute nonsense. And honestly, this is how the world is right now. You know, trying to filter down to get the real information of what's really happening in our world and in our planet is ridiculously difficult. And you know, it's, you know, the example I use with Jay all the time is like, someone yesterday sent me a message that said that there's going to be some huge waves and there's going to be horrible rain, and you know what, it turned out that it's not for Phuket, it's for Koh Samui, you know, which is a plane flight and, you know, 2 days of boats away from us.
It's noisy inside, isn't it?
So, you know, it's really important that you get the right information from the right source, and, you know, that's what we try to be here at 5-Star Marine, not only helping our company, but helping the companies around us to, you know, get the right information into your hands so you can make the right decision about whether you should go out or not. You know, the only thing to learn from this, I suppose, is when looking at operators, you know, maybe not the cheapest operator is going to be the best operator for you. You know, like, it costs money, and you know, as an owner of a business, it costs a lot of money to run a safe operation. That's it. I'm out. Over to you, Jay.
Well, that's it. He's only out because his phone's been buzzing. Thank you for watching, and we will be writing a whole blog article about this, so you can go to our website and you can see it, and we'll keep you updated on the information. And we hope that those operators, well, they can do something for this high season, because they're going to miss out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video to get the real information out there. Thanks.